Welcome friends, welcome back to Telecom Talk. My name is Tanaj Singh Thakur and right now we'll be seeing what OxygenOS 13 really looks like, its stable version in the OnePlus 10 Pro. Now without wasting any more time, let's jump into the what are the new cool features about this OxygenOS 13 and what does Android 13 really bring to the table for OnePlus fans. Now if you'll just notice, I'll pull down the notification area. And the first change that you can see here is the icons. So with Android 12, this sort of icons weren't there. Okay, I can do a side-by-side comparison as well. If you want me to do it, just let me know in the comments below. So you'll see that this Wi-Fi icon, this airplane mode is activated over here. You can see all these square boxes. You can even put this option over here, this option over here as per your wish. And you can edit the settings or edit the tiles from here. You can add in the new tiles if you want, but one of the very cool and useful features that I've found in OxygenOS 13 is the side drawer. Okay, so see, you can get access to all your important apps with just a single swipe. So you want to take a screenshot, just swipe and you'll get the option to. You want to go to the Photos app, just swipe and you'll get the option to. And here you get all the important tools and all the apps. So this is basically the app drawer again, which you can also pull from here. And this is your app drawer. Now, one thing that I really like about the OnePlus Discovery is this. You can use this feature to find the apps that you're specifically looking for. So if it starts with J, you just go to J. If it starts with Z, you just go to Z. It's as simple as that. Now let's talk about some of the really big changes, guys. So if you go here, I'll show you this. If you see, this is a very cool feature that OnePlus has added with OxygenOS 13. So I'll just remove it for you and I'll show you how you can also get it. I'll just remove it like this. And if you go to the gallery icon, if you keep it pressed for a few seconds, this appears. Okay, and now you can choose the layout that you want. I'll be choosing this one and I can put it as a widget over here. Okay, and then I can select some of the random images from my gallery, the ones that I want featured over here, and I can simply set them to be featured. And whether they are quotes or whether they are some people that are really important to you or whether they are pictures that are really close to your heart, you can just set them here and enjoy. Now, what is the aquamorphic theme that OnePlus has been talking about? So first of all, this image is wallpaper is mine, but if we go to the settings, I'll just show you. If you go to the wallpapers and style, you'll see that you've got the option for always on display, and this time there are some very cool new features. So you can use Bitmoji. Canvas was already there, but this custom patterns is new, text is new, text and image, even emoji is new. So right now I've been using emoji. I'll just show you how it looks like. So when my screen is turned off, this is how it looks, and the animations really work well, guys. I must say that I'm really impressed by this OxygenOS 13 lock screen, because AoD cannot be better than this for me, at least on any Android smartphone at the moment. Now iPhones, it's a totally different ball game, but again, if I'm just talking about this Android, OnePlus 10 Pro has got it, because it has an LTPO display. It can use the always on display function. The other OnePlus devices cannot at the moment. So I also want to show you something else, guys. Now when I close the device and I open it, just hear this. Now, this is a new cool animation sound that OnePlus has added with OxygenOS 13. The animation is also new for the lock screen. Now you can also enlarge the folders. So if you just click on this and click on enlarge folder, and here we go, the folder is enlarged. So if you want some folders that have big apps, I mean not big apps, but the apps that are very clearly visible, you can do that through here. Otherwise, it's a very beautiful and a very simplistic layout, to be honest. But if we just scroll through the settings and if we go to the about device feature, you can see it says OxygenOS 13 official version. This is a stable rollout, okay? And if you just go to here, it shows Android 13, right? And the device is also updated to with the November 5 security update, which is really cool and very timely from OnePlus, which is actually really good. And if you go to the special features, you'll see flexible windows, quick return, quick launch, smart sidebar. This is a smart sidebar, okay, that I've already showed you. Now this kit space which says digital well-being starts early. Now, this is definitely something related to kid space. If you want to know more about it, I can get you more information. There's a simple mode. So it says larger text, bigger icons and louder sounds. Maybe this is for a person, who wants to use it in a very minimalistic manner. But OxygenOS 13's best experience is with the OnePlus 10 Pro. Now, I've also used it in the OnePlus Nord 2T, but it's not even close to what you get with this device. Another thing that I really want to show you is if you go to the wallpapers and style, and then if you choose colors, again, it allows you to choose colors in multiple ways. So you can use your wallpaper to pick the colors. These are the different points that you can utilize and suggest the system or the OS to choose a color for you. And so I've chosen a different color, but okay, again it goes to the purple. But if you go to the coastal, then this is how it's going to look like. Okay, it turns blue, and then if you go back, you can see all the color changes. Earlier it was purple, but now it's not anymore. If you go to icons, you can see the aquamorphic. This is what OnePlus has been talking about with OxygenOS 13. If you go to material style, this is how it changes. And this is Pebble, very famous for OnePlus and Oppo phones. So this is there. But one big feeling that I've got with the OxygenOS 13 is it's super smooth. It solves most of the problems. There are hardly any bugs, okay, except for the fact when I'm watching, say, a YouTube video, and then I'm watching it in landscape mode, and then I pull down the notification drawer from here, and then I have to reply to a notification, whether it's in Telegram or WhatsApp, the device hangs, and then I have to restart it. Now this is also again a cool feature. Okay, I'll show you right away. So earlier what used to happen was OnePlus drawer or OnePlus shelf actually used to come from here if we swipe it down. Okay, now OnePlus has changed it to be from here. So if you swipe down here slightly, and you'll get the OnePlus shelf. It's an updated shelf. You'll see the clock icon, you'll see the weather icon, this is the number of steps that you've taken, this is the notes app, this is the music, and I just love OxygenOS 13. I wouldn't be afraid to say that this is the best OxygenOS version that I've ever used after the OnePlus OxygenOS 10. Now, if you go and if you check out these folders, you'll see that this sort of folders look really different. Earlier, these folders used to feel a lot more different, because now what OnePlus is doing is it's using the background image. So you can see the apps, but you can also see the background very clearly because the app folder is transparent. This is also a new change and something that I really like. You can also see that while reducing or increasing brightness, it's more of a Oppo experience, to be honest. And now I don't have any complaints against it though. It's decent, it's perfect. The device should work well at the end of the day, and it is doing so. And OnePlus 10 Pro being the flagship device, it should be able to handle the OxygenOS 13 update very well, and I'm very happy to say that it's doing so. Privacy has been a big issue for everyone using Android or iOS. So Google has given a lot of options to users to choose which apps can access your camera and microphone. So you can just to check that, you can just go to this privacy dashboard, you can go to permission manager, and you can go to camera. So here you'll see that these are the apps that can use your camera while they are in use, and then there are some apps which are not allowed at all, and then there are some apps which are allowed to use this all the time. But for me, that I've not enabled, and this is something that even you should go with. Now this is where the actual privacy dashboard is. If you go here, load up the camera, microphone and location for the past 24 hours, the apps that have been using it. So you'll see that a lot of apps have used the location, a lot of apps have also used the camera and microphone. So this is actually pretty cool and makes it very easy for you to track what apps are using your camera and microphone, and then it helps with your privacy. Now there's nothing more I would like to add to this right now, but just do look out for the written review of the OxygenOS 13 as well, because I'll also be diving deep into the details over there. So see you in the next video guys. Until then, take care and do subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and I'll see you soon.